Hey, welcome back. All right, Aries, let's go ahead and take a look at this. So I'm asking the question, what does Aries not see coming in? And this could be anywhere in this remaining couple weeks of this month or into the beginning of next year. We have got the Magician. We've got somebody, I don't know if what Aries doesn't see coming in is like this beautiful future projection, or if they're getting a premonition, or someone is telling them like, I see such and such in your future. But we do have Virgo Gemini energy here on that Magician, and it's like what Aries doesn't see coming is love, somebody trying to manifest Aries into their life. But somebody might say this. There might be a like a little, like somebody else tells Aries this, like, you know what? I have a good vibe, Aries. I just feel like you're going to end up in a loving connection, or I feel like you're so awesome. Somebody is in love with you. I don't know who. I feel someone else's energy around you. It could be something that is like somebody tells Aries that they know that they're very blessed or very gifted or very protected. But I feel like it is someone who is informing Aries that you may not know it, but so and so is in love with you. Maybe they don't even know it yet, but I already saw it. I know the two of you are going to end up together. The two of you look like you're meant to be together. This could be kind of like a fairly bossy, friend, coworker, colleague, somebody who just spouts off when they think that they know. But and Aries might be like, what? No, that person's not interested in me. My neighbor doesn't care anything about me. What do you mean? I've never even talked to that person. Why would you think that that individual that just sat behind me on the metro is somehow somebody that I'm going to end up dating? And this could be someone out of the blue who looks over at Aries and is like, excuse me, but you're going to marry that man or that woman that just walked off the train. It could be really odd. By the way, this is the weirdest message out of all of them. And Aries, I only have one more zodiac to do. Hi, Tammy. So good to see you, Angel. Thank you so much. I love the diamonds and the hearts. And oh boy, good to see you. We got the Five of Wands. I really think this is going to weird Aries out. What Aries does not see coming at them, they really seem kind of like, maybe it gets in their head and they're like, I don't know, but I don't think so. I mean, maybe, but I don't think so. The Five of Wands is where we start fighting with ourselves as we analyze something. And it's like, is there a spark? Did somebody notice that somebody's interested in me? Did somebody catch someone looking at me with love in their eyes? You notice literally the eyes are hearts. That could be what someone says to Aries. Because I feel like this is like an external energy saying to Aries, you do know that so and so is in love with you, right? And I feel like Aries is going to be flabbergasted and flat out like denying it. But then somewhere in the back of their mind, maybe they're acknowledging that there was a little tiny flicker of something that they noticed in somebody's eyes also. The way someone gazes at another person once in a while does sometimes really speak the words that their mouth isn't saying. But we have the sun in the reverse. This, there's not clarity here. So we've got this mysterious, like, I sense in Aries' future, somebody says this, I sense, Aries, that you're supposed to be with this person, or this person loves you. And Aries' response to this is probably going to be to shrug it off or ignore it because they do not see that coming, but they can't help but think about it. But until they've got, facts in hand, until somebody's trying to smooch them, forget it. I'm not going to say that I agree because I don't really see it. But I still think this is kind of a sweet message, right? This, even when the sun is in the reverse, I think this will still make Aries happy. It's just that they did not expect somebody to waltz on up to them and mouth off about what they believe Aries' future is going to look like. But I still think it's super positive. And I think despite Aries being a realist on this topic, they still seem to be kind of like, it's still kind of sweet that somebody thinks somebody loves me, or that I would look great with this person. And it could be whomever someone projects Aries is supposed to be with. I mean, they could be a freaking catch. That could also be like, wow, this person, is telling me that I'm supposed to be with this they're a 10, and holy smokes, if they see me with them, then I must be a 10 too. It does feel like it's a bit of a warm little glow. So here's the thing. I kind of think that this is coming to pass at some point, even if it's a random stranger who says something. Oh, is that your wife or husband who just got off the train? Oh, it's not. Oh, it just looks like the two of you should be together. It could be a passing comment like that. But what's crazy is it almost feels like that very person that someone mentioned to Aries does eventually talk to them. And Aries did not see this one coming. The Hermit in the reverse is where somebody suddenly opens up. They suddenly say something. Maybe this person plunks down next to Aries on the train the next morning and starts, "Hi, I'm so-and-so," or something here. There's suddenly dialogue where previously there was none, which almost makes me think that this could be a Virgo, by the way. This person may have wanted to talk to Aries for quite some time. And maybe this is like somebody who says that they're a psychic who I just know stuff. Aries, I'm sitting on the train beside you and I can tell you that person over there, I caught them looking at you. They love you. You're going to end up with them. And they'll talk to you pretty soon. It almost feels like that kind of a magical story on this. It's actually really sweet because all of this feels so out there and so unexpected. And so it's a nice, just kind of like happy surprise. We have the Fool, which is Aries, and we have the Page of Swords sideways. Again, we go back to Aries will go with the flow. If somebody suddenly starts talking to Aries out of the blue, I kind of think Aries will go ahead and be like, all right, why not? They seem to want to talk to me. Maybe there's a reason. Maybe I should talk to them too. It really just feels like Aries is going to uncharacteristically, perhaps, roll with it. New energy is coming in. Some premonitions are popping up from random people. And Aries is just like, well, life's weird. So I guess, I'll do the weird dance. Why not? I'll talk to this person. Sure. Suddenly this person that I don't really know is trying to get to know me. Well, everybody's a stranger until we get to know them, right? And then we know how strange we all are. But it feels like there's this kind of I don't know, this feels out of character for Aries to just flow with it. And I almost think that the reason they're going to flow with it is because somebody else has already said to them, I think that you two would look good together. I see you with that person. So if that person starts talking to Aries, I think Aries is going to be like, all right, I guess we're talking. Somebody said we probably should, and now here it is. Wow. Okay, so this is wild. We just got the Two of Cups. We got the Hanged Man sideways. We got the Eight of Cups upright. This says Aries' life could change almost on a dime. This is going from, nothing to something, and something big and serious. This is going from this weird premonition to actually having it come to pass. Maybe this is a love at first sight story. Maybe this is something where Aries goes from single and not knowing somebody to then being magnetically drawn to them. The only reason, that this is an extra weird story is because of this. Whomever this person is who calls it before Aries has it happen or before Aries sees it themselves. It's not maybe weird that Aries could realize that there's a strong attraction and a really meaningful bond between themselves and someone that they meet in a casual setting, not when they're seeking someone to date, but they're just in the right time at the right place. It's like they're meant to meet this person. That part isn't so weird, but what's weird is that somebody else already pegged it. And it just kind of seems like if this is what Aries doesn't see coming, part of them is like, this feels like a dream. I don't know. What do I do with this? Shouldn't I take more time to slowly get to know this person? Well, sure, of course. Getting to know somebody takes a lot of time, building trust. Even if it's like, oh, I feel this magnetic attraction, we still don't know if this person's healthy and good for us, or if we can have a strong pull towards somebody that is terrible for us. Good people can have really toxic behaviors, really toxic addictions. We maybe aren't going to be able to be successful together, but we can still say, I love that human but ooh, no, we're destructive together. So this does not say, oh, happily ever after, jump in, don't think about anything. In fact, it says quite the reverse. Aries may say, I already know this is unusual. I already know this is meaningful. And I also know that I could still have to walk away from it if it doesn't turn out to be something that could be healthy. But is it important? I think it's going to be very important to Aries, but they're not in a rush to say, because this feels really special, now I must just wildly give my trust to it and, commit myself to it wholeheartedly. Aries is still like, maybe I should walk away from this. They won't probably know until they get a chance to like really see how things evolve, because this feels like such a magical, fanciful storyline, which of course it's a fictional storyline anyway, but it feels in particular magical and fanciful. So even within this story, our character is kind of like, am I getting punked? Is this too good to be true? Should I just walk away from this? But I don't want to walk away from this. I want to figure out what this is all about. I can walk if at any point in time something gets sketchy, something feels untrue. But on the other hand, where do people meet each other? Sometimes it's perfect alignment. Sometimes perfect matches do stumble across each other in unusual ways. So this just has it's always coming back down to being grounded and being very like realistic. This is not an Aries who just goes la-di-da, everything's perfect. This doesn't make a lick of sense, but I'm just going to totally trust it and never think twice about, questioning whether or not this is legitimate. No, this Aries is pretty down to earth, but admittedly, for a very magical storyline, I also see them wanting to see where it goes. We have a Five of Cups. They're not going to have any regrets. That's the big thing. I think our Aries is going to, keep their head on their shoulders, learn slowly about someone, figure out if there's trust between the two of them, make sure they do a background check on this person, make sure that this individual who seemingly pops up out of nowhere is who they say they are, but to still be able to like start to build some kind of rapport, because this feels really important to Aries. It feels like they could be a very important person in Aries' life, but they are still taking it nice and slow, step by step, learning who this person is, not leaping ahead, not making happy false assumptions. Boy, Three of Wands, it kind of says things just keep getting better and better, though. Things keep rolling along. There continuously is like some kind of growth pattern. And again, this also is a reminder that we don't know how the future is going to pan out until we go through the present and the future arrives. And then we see, do a little check in 3 months or 3 weeks or something and be like, how far have we come? Well, we've been building some rapport. We've been building some genuine trust, maybe. It feels like this is exciting. It feels like it's unexpected, and it feels like it's just a wonderful chance to meet somebody new in a very unique way. Even though it's funny how the only pizzazzy part of this really is this whole, like, I think Aries has been manifesting it, but then I think everything that they've wanted kind of shows up, but it could also be heralded by somebody that makes the announcement before it even occurs. That's the magic. Otherwise, meeting somebody on a bus is not really a magical story. And I'm not saying it's on a bus. It's just that's the analogy I went with. But the way this all plays out, because I think this is exactly, maybe Aries said, I only want to meet somebody in a natural, normal setting. I don't want to do awkward dating. I don't want to do anything like that. If the right person is out there, I want to just cross paths with them. And maybe they literally like cross paths at a bus stop. You get on here, I get off there. Maybe they literally cross and the universe is like, it's a dad joke right there. You wanted to cross paths with them? Here you go. Waka waka. You guys cross paths every single, Tuesday at 12:15 sharp at your bus stop. It could be something, kind of comedic and silly like that. What is the message here for Aries aside from that? Well, we can't shake the story even if I change decks. We got a Four of Wands. What Aries has wanted, what they have manifested from like that deeper part of themselves. They've wanted something stable, something solid, something they could lean into, something maybe they could, that they would want to see where this thing goes, that they would want to invest in bit by bit to see if they could build something stable. It feels like that's what Aries is really. It almost feels like by springtime they'll have a pretty good idea, because this looks like the Holi Festival. It feels like, I think it's around April, they may have a pretty good idea of whether or not this serendipitous meeting is really becoming something much more important in their lives. But again, giving it time. At least, I don't know, that Four of Wands makes me think 4 months. Are we even surprised to see the card of synchronicity? That's what this entire story has been about. You know what? This was one of the funnest Aries stories we've had in a long time. That was just absolutely delightful. You guys, thanks so much for being here. Sweet Carolina, great to catch you, honey. Thanks again, Tammy and Anne. So nice to see you. All right, everybody, have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for giving it a thumbs up, guys. Lots of love to you. I'm going to, hopefully the Gemini video will be edited in a few minutes, and then I'll release that one. And then we still have to do Scorpio tonight. All right, bye, guys. Oh, and I did do a full moon message, and there is a card for each zodiac. I'll make that pop up at the end of the screen here in just a few minutes. Bye, guys.